so a lot of people talk like these chat bots are going to kill us all, like they're going to develop consciousness on some alien bug shit and come for mankind. No, they're basically just glorified versions of what I do with Stata. They're kind of fill in the blank spell checkers. So it sounds like they just went to my Wikipedia page and then they went to Google and they got the internal pages of my books and they put all that together. So yeah, no, that's exactly who I am. I'm a Kentucky State associate prof now. And yeah, those are the titles I've written and so on. So yeah, it's good to see Chat GPT doing its work.
That's exactly what I did after that. I got that little synopsis. I said, let me see what it says on when I Google your name. And yeah, Wikipedia had that first chunk, and then the rest it just pieced together from here to there. Now, I do think though, because this is the beginning of AI is kind of still like a baby though, right? Like I'm upset that I live in 2024 because I'm gonna die before the good shit comes. Because I think 20 the year 3000, assuming human beings don't blow ourselves up, I think it is going to be a good time.
Well, I think that I mean, so like the AI stuff, I don't think AI can become sapient. Like I think that there are things in society that people get used to assuming because smart people have said them before. So like if you read sci-fi, like the aliens always look like another predator species that humans fought before. Like they look like big cats or they look like giant reptiles from the edges of race memory or something like that. Sometimes they're bugs, which we never came into conflict with, but which, we see when we get down on our knees and all that. The reality is that there's no reason to assume that an alien species would look like anything on Earth at all. Like it would be alien. Like we have no idea what something from a world with a methane atmosphere and 10 times earthly gravity would look like. I mean, it could easily, given those two presets, not to walk out too much about this, but it'd probably be like a lead-based organism. We probably wouldn't know it was alive based on how slow it might move and so on. So anyway, but like that's just one example of a preset. Another one is that like in all the sci-fi books, like the robots come to life. They discover love. I think it was Heinlein called this a click, like the machine clicked to life. There's no reason to assume that would happen. Like we know how to program a computer so that when a computer processes data for the first time, the mathematical program is programmed to recognize errors that were initially made and recode.
Mm.
That's how the regression analysis, as I understand, happens on a computer. So it's possible that you could have an AI that could write poems by taking pieces of previous poems and identifying sections of the poem that didn't rhyme, and then running 1,000 words through a spell checker until it got words that rhymed better. But there's no there, if that makes sense. Like there's no independently existing entity inside the AI that has consciousness, like that likes the poem, that's writing the poem, that's trying to sell the poem. So when you say like the robot's going to take over, the robot's just the thing that's spell checking for you. It's doing so within the
Yeah.
parameters that you wrote for it. Like look for words that are better written than Dickens's words, like word better written 2x colon length colon size. I mean, it's just a computer coded model. So I don't. Maybe I'm just an idiot when it comes to code, although I code a lot of the math I do, but I'm not seeing how that becomes something sapient. And I
See,
think that's the big thing. Like the bigger worry for me would be that people code the machine to become self-replicating and woke, for example, or racist in China. So like you code the machine to like learn exactly from the data and follow the path of the data
mhm.
and make social adjustments based on the data. So the machine's not alive, but like if you code it to lower the social credit score for everyone identified as racist, and those two groups in the USA happen to be whites and blacks, which they would be. Hispanics would score as pretty non-racist. Then, like every white and black guy suddenly can't buy a house. Like AI could do that, but it wouldn't independently start shooting members of either group.